Hello, my name's Sean with Tint Man Window Tinting. Right now you're looking at a 1995 Mercedes E500 sedan. And we usually computer cut our patterns, but on these older vehicles, sometimes it's just not in the computer. So just to kind of show you here, we put the year, make, and model over here. So obviously these newer years are going to be in there, but in the 90s, even the early 2000s, sometimes it's not in there. So I put 1995. And then I'm going to find Mercedes. Notice the only M's are Mazda, Mercury, and Mitsubishi. There's no Mercedes. So what do we do in that case? Well, a lot of tint shops, they send them to us because they do not know how to hand cut. So one of the beauties of being a window tinter from the early 1990s and having family that's been doing it since the early 1980s, we know how to handle these type of vehicles. So what we have here is Xpel XR Plus 55 on this whole windshield, 20 on the front two doors, and 15 on the rear windows. Let's show you how great this looks. Notice there's no gap, no light leak, no debris in the film. It's because I know the secrets on how to get this pattern just beautifully installed. That top edge is all the way to the top. Again, you got to look for felt down through here because back in the 80s and 90s they like to put felt around the frames. And then here we have the one-piece rear window, and I do pull that brake light out and get behind there. Always warn the customer on the older vehicles that have this particular brake light, sometimes they can break pulling them out. They can just crumble into pieces. So I always take the customer to that and show them. Luckily this was not a Florida vehicle, so it wasn't too bad. And again, that's 15 on the rear windows, 20 on the front two doors, and 55 on the windshield. The beauty about the XR Plus multi-layer ceramic window film by Xpel is that even though this is 55, that cuts out 97% of the infrared heat and 99% of the ultraviolet rays. This 20, also 97% of the infrared heat, 99% of the UV rays. And then the 15, same, 97% of the infrared heat, 99% of the UV rays. Now your total solar energy is going to be a little different between each film. So when the sun's coming through the window and on your skin, on your dashboard, that is the infrared heat. Then you have your total solar energy or total solar energy rejected. That's when we're just talking about the outside temperature. Also another important number. Now we have all the different specs, films, locations, and more on our website at tintmanfl.com.